Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Mythology replay. As well on top left side as the blue set, we have OpP zodiac. On bottom right side as the red Freyr, we have Lord Antares. And something I realized as well, something I have to keep on remembering, like in Age of Empires 3, where it doesn't want to save my settings. There we go. So let's actually get started. My apologies for the late start. The wrong replay was a little bit of oversight on my part, but either way, everything should be good to go now. Since everybody's in the early eco phase, let's go ahead and fast forward a little bit. When it comes to relics on the map for people to contest with, we've got Pumbaa being obtained. Priest is teaching him the initial concept of Hakuna Matata, not Timon, but this priest. We've got Tifring the Enterig's sword, which does give you access to heroes' regenerated hit points while fighting enemy units. 10% upon, so 10% damage as health. So lifesteal. Staff of Dionysus, we do have the villagers regenerate hit points, not bad. They help you resist multiple raids, not necessarily an individual raid. Whereas Crown gives town centers costless and generate a little bit of favor. Do notice town centers and not settlement centers, or it's the on the settlement itself. Oh, thank you for the that must be team subscription. Welcome to the channel. Hermes, I really should change that sound effects. It's not the same as Twitch following. We got Hermes wings sandals, improve hero movement speed. Over here we got the Canopic Jar of Immisty, butchered that. Infantry training time, which can be quite nice. And I think that's all the relics. For the age up, got the Nubites, which give you the Anubis, which give you Nubites, and we got the Ular, which give you the Draugr. Got some dwarves on the way. Got the Hessirs as well. Hessirs. And now we got the relic pickup as well. These animals are not very strong, even though they are free, of course. 20 health is not a lot. At this point in time, it may be better to utilize these guys to be eaten. Baboon does go down. Pumbaa falling on back. He does have 6 damage, which is decent, I guess. Got the surface below the field. He's also filled with 225 meat. Serpents are a decent, cheap, free unit there. Got the dwarves taking a bit of damage here. These guys do 5 damage and do 10% damage to villagers. So they do 0.5 damage to villagers. But they still knock them around. They're still annoying. They're not any big threat. The Pharaoh is on the front line, doing some decent damage against the Hessir. Hessir taking severe damage. Draugr firing away. Another Hessir almost going on down. Watchtower now pulled on the field, or upgraded on the field. And the Draugr's firing away, and the Serpents do go down, as well as the Pharaoh. Losing the Pharaoh's a little bit of a loss, but of course does regenerate for free. And we do have the Asgardian faction of people on the field. We got quite a bit of a menagerie for this priest. Priest is a little bit wounded. Hyenas are more of a proper unit. They have not much food in them, but do offer a decent amount of damage, 75. We do also have the Asgardian Hill Fort from the field. It does take a significant amount of time to be built, but you can help speed the process by tasking units to aid in its construction. And we do got the Berserk also repairing up or building the Great Hall, I'm assuming. It may be a good idea to send back the Delicious Boar and the Delicious Gazelle back home. Water Bison, Water Buffalo do offer a delicious amount of food as well. I just see this as a lot of food. Is that a problem? Either way, got a settlement not being built by the Egyptian. Got a round of houses there trying to surround this watchtower. House is of course free, but does take a little bit of extra build time if I remember correctly.
In which?
Got a couple axemen being pulled in the field. If he scouts out the axemen, he may want to go for the throwing axemen, which technically does count for the axemen, but does counter him. So they counter each other, as well as perhaps some raiding cavalry from the Great Hall. Asgardian Hill Fort now completed. We got some more throwing axemen. So we've got mostly Hesir. He has a couple berserkers, or berserks. We got Ivar and Draugr. More raiding cavalry pulled in the field. So he does have a nice little mixed army. Medium infantry being researched.
Into you.
And we've got some slingers. That would be a good counter to the throwing axeman. Not throwing axeman. Yeah, throwing axeman. I don't know why in my mind I got that mixed up with the regular axeman.
And we.
Raiding cavalry do take out the priest. I wonder if the priest is classified as range, because raiding cavalry does do a little bit bonus damage versus range. 50% is a little bit more than little, but still. You now have some spearman, as well as some new bites. Or new bits. Bytes is multiple bits. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm a network engineer. Stupid jokes. Villager getting put apart there. He definitely did not appreciate my joke. Oh, and he does delete his lumber camp there to allow his village to escape, but a little bit too late. Now he knows there's some raiding count in the field. He managed to get some spearmen along with these deposits there, help protect. Huskarls not being employed in the field. Huskarls are a counter archer unit available for the Asgardian Hill Fort and the regular Hill Fort. Yeah, you guys may want to check the ox cart. I don't know why, I just find that hypnotizing. While there's also water on this map, there are no fish deposits for you to utilize the water deposits. More villagers. We've got another medium spearman research. The nice thing as well, if you don't know what your opponents are pulling out, spearmen may be a good default option for the Egyptians. If you compare the axemen to the spearmen, if you look here, the axeman does a 5 damage as well as a ×5 multiplier versus infantry. But if you look at spearman, does offer 6.6 while having a smaller multiplier, but it makes it a bit more generalistic. If you also further compare the two, we've got 40% half resist, 50% range resist, and 83 health versus 70, 45. Granted, that's not a medium axeman, as opposed to medium spearman.
In which?
But the spearman does offer a bit more generalist damage.
Into you.
Looks like some of these birds are going down, the crowned cranes.
Gary. In which?
Axeman getting hit by the raiding cavalry. Got a decent number of raiding cavalry pursuing, as well as the rest of Red's army.
Into you.
Red's villagers migrating around. They probably could take time to eat the water buffalo. We do also have a handful of units here. You could perhaps task with being next to villagers to give them extra protection in the meantime. Heroic age been researched by... Oh, looks like the Freyr. Nice access to the Tempest, as well as the Stone Giants. There is the Stone Giant, who's actually most vulnerable to crush damage. We do now have more Hesirs, Huskarls, Berserks, and more Hesirs in raiding cavalry. You could perhaps go in for some Godi. Godi are not half bad, help engage myth units at range, and less likely to get killed off if you want to counter hero unit or counter myth unit. Different players collect them some resources. Quite a bit of food, not enough gold to age on up. He does have 57 villagers versus 28. The secondary town center is providing quite a massive villager advantage. And he is starting to transition to farms, which does cost gold. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. He needs more gold. He needs age up. He's down in age. So right now he does have a larger military force field, but the quality is much less to see here. After all, the Egyptian force is, and at least in Age 2, it was a cheap spam counter army. So their Age 2 military can be decent in defense, but not so great in offense, in my opinion. We now got the Ancestor. He has trying to age what's going on. I was paying attention to that. Temp is not being utilized, as well as the Ancestors. If Ryan gets the next account super, which does have 10 villagers on site, some villagers going down, so he has expended a number of villagers. Red has now built a second town center as well, as some of Blue's force is starting to get frozen, but it is mostly the Ancestors that are remaining. Got a lot of dead livestock here that must have been from the set. Though he may have some more animals back here. Yes, he does, including the Scorpion Man. They'll just need to keep on running. We got some Camel Riders from Pulling Field, which are a counter cavalry unit. But they still have good base damage. He's also going for the Clairvoyance. Makes charges of vision cost no favor and granted more quickly. So it's more of a spammable Age 1 God power, which is not a bad one. Here comes the Camel Riders. They do have 8.8 damage. This was times 2 for cavalry. Still in small numbers, not great. We do now have an elephant. They're not the most agile beasts, far from it. He has also still some giraffes back here. Giraffes offer 5 damage, not great. 200 food. It sets it free animals upon aging up. It's more meant to, I think, as an economic bonus than an actual combat bonus due to their low stats, but does get some more fodder going. Giraffes don't have good damage, and they don't have good health either. 25 health, that's just not good. Alligators, or crocodiles, have semi-health, which is still not great, but they have 9 damage. We've got a number of stone giants in the field. The Pharaoh's trying to hit the stone giants, slowly taking away, does do divine damage against him. Some camp archers are probably a good idea. They're good, generous archers, and fast as well. One of the few cavalry archers in the game. More camels to pull in the field. It may be a good idea to empower the Middle Stronghold to get it producing quicker. I think the Pharaoh may be down though. He's taking up a stronger now with the priests. More elephants before field. He's trying to build Asgard and food fort, which will take a bit of time. Looks like in 50 seconds. He has got a number of jars of food. Oh, he's going on the Mythic Age. Meteor strike right here. That's going to cause some issues. So we do have some units back here. Right now, the red has more villagers. And here comes the Phoenix. That's going to cause some massive issues. But it does have a Goldie on the field. This Goldie needs to hit that Phoenix. He's the only thing that's going to reasonably fight it, and he can very well fight it. Phoenix flying units can have even more surprise against heroes, so the range hero units are very effective against them. I think he's trying to hit the units trying to build it. Phoenix will go down, but will drop an egg. There's a good chance the egg will not be destroyed here. He has a lot of escort, and the Asgard and Hillfork goes down. This elephant may want to stay behind, get healed on up. Elephants are expensive. But that's probably not a possibility moment since Red is trying to go for another attack. More camel archers in the field, very nice.
Into you.
He has lost the secondary town center. He still has this handful of units here. He's trying to go for some great Jarls, which are not going to be great for his camel riders.
And wait.
Camel riders, let's see, they do cost 120. Great Jarls do cost 130. And the camel riders in 1v1 versus them don't seem like have a small advantage. The Phoenix has been respawned. Who has a good number of priests in the field, but maybe too many priests.
Greek.
Their damage output's low. They are, of course, a counter unit.
Into you. Into you.
Here comes the Phoenix and needs to target down these infantry units. The Goaty has retargeted, has a throwing axeman to the Phoenix. That's going to cause some issues. Does take the throwing axeman there. Killing the Goaty is a bad idea. More trees being put on field. We've got the siege ram, or portable ram here. It is very vulnerable to range damage. And it has a bit of not so great crush armor. Going to be taking down the Phoenix Egg. There's overall mass priests, which is not good. Red is low on food. This Lord found down set animals. Does bring the Ancestor again, which will buy him enough time. Oh, it also brings in a lost ship here, which may be better than these guys here. We do now have another Asgardian Bastion. I wonder, does he have the food generation upgrade? He does not have the food generation upgrade. And right now, the Egyptian player has not been able to get even the heavy units, let alone the champion units upgrades, has he? He's still in chariot archer, so yeah, he does not have heavy chariot archers yet. So he's lacking a lot of technologies for his age level, which is actually a bit of a problem. Of course, that is expensive, don't get me wrong. I don't think the age 4 was a great transition. Now I've got a lot of instructions being pulled on the front line. More chariot archers are good.
Yow.
That's just a lot of production queue right there. He has some food and wood stockpiled up. He's now going for some copper shields, trying to get his blacksmith research going. Watchtower still alive. Keep on clicking the Gazelle of Set. It may have been a good idea to blow out Granary to cut up these animals of Set. After all, they do offer better collection rates than the farms. Blue does have a great choke point here, starting to call some more camel riders. Another stone giant here for some siege. The priests need to retarget towards that stone giant. Egyptians have more count units, so they have to make sure that they actually attacking their counter. Like having priests in the portable ram is not good. And overall, the stone giant just smashing everything in. Now got some heavy berserkers straight forward. He's able to get his heavy upgrades while the Egyptian player has not. The gold stronghold does go down. That base destroys half his production. With the current composition that the what's it called? The Norse player is feuding. I think he should not have stopped his Axeman production and continued the Axeman production. Both of Nigel Stronghold units as he sees fit, but also mixing with some Axeman. Because right now he's fighting a lot of infantry. And would also give him a nice little buffer to help deal with all of these guys. These guys are classified as range, so the Axeman would not be bonus damage to them if he is asleep. And the set player does back up the game. This is Angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.